Hey guys, in this video I will be teaching you how to figure out the trading values and what you should be looking for what you are trying to trade, okay? So before we get into this video, now if you are interested, you don't have to. When I hit 3K subscribers, I am doing a Robux tournament, okay? For 5K Robux, first place gets 3K Robux, right? It will be an Ink Games tournament. If you are interested, subscribe and follow all the links down below and join the Discord because we will be doing that. Let's get into the video. Now, first, to understand trading, you have to understand everything is measured in keys. Now, obviously, you're not going to be trading all your keys. It's just measured in keys. Okay, so, and there's also different values for like different stuff, obviously. So, a lot of people might say Fritz is worth 1900 keys, and then Helos is worth 2400 keys. You feel me? And then, but somebody might, if you're trying to trade for a Helos, you're obviously not going to have 2400 keys, right? So you're going to have to get something to like those equal values. So what you're going to want to do here, if you really want to figure out how to get the how to know what you need to get, here's a lot of ways you can do it. Number one, you can go into the actual AOTR values Discord server, right? Over here you can actually come to the value bot and you can just tell the bot, you see what these people are doing right here? They're basically just telling, like, asking the bot, what is this worth, right? And then the boar mask, as you can see, it's worth 15 keys. It is 1 out of 10 demand, meaning that not a lot of people want it. And it also tells you, like, you know what I'm saying, it's obtainable, obtained anime all-stars crate, you know, so it gives you basically all the information for what you have, right? And then it can also do a trade comparison, which is pretty cool, you know. So it would result, you know, an overpay. Like, they can tell you if you're overpaying or you're not overpaying, you know. So this is a very good AOTR value, you know what I'm saying, a value indicator. You can also, there is also websites. For instance, there's this website called Attack on Titan Revolution Values, right? As you can see right here, it literally gives you everything, right? You can even search what you want. So Third Eye, these are cosmetics that were obtained like back in the day. You feel me? It's not really in high demand, but it's really, really valuable because you can't get them anymore, right? And then there's also Seraphic, that's not in value because it's just so expensive, so it's not in demand, you know? And then Toji's attire, that's kind of obtainable, so it's in high demand because people want to have that. Bambi wings, those are high in demand because people can actually obtain it. You feel me? And then if you come over here, like I was just saying, Fritz is actually deemed as 2,400 keys in this website. So in Fritz, I mean not Fritz, Helos, and then Fritz is deemed as 1,900 keys. You know, so you might, like, in this day of trading, people don't like to get the fair trades. They want the overpay, right? You're not gonna get a Helos for a Fritz, right? That's not gonna work. That's never gonna work. You know what I'm saying? And then people, like, let's say somebody has a Fritz, a Helos. If you want to add a Fritz, I heard people were giving 2 Fritzes for a Helos, which is kind of absurd to me. I feel like Fritz plus some add-ons is worth Helos. You know, obviously not just Fritz is worth Helos. And then we got some other stuff here. You know, Kari Spear, these stuff. You know, just, you know, some calm little stuff. And then yeah, so now I'm going to be teaching you how to apply this, right? So let's say you have Gyu's attire, you have Tengen's attire, and you have this, right? Let's say you want to get this sword right here. I don't know why you would ever want it. It kind of looks buns, but according to the value, all you would need is, where's that? All you would need to trade is maybe Gyu's attire, Tengen's attire, and that should be worth it. That should basically be worth that. Now, I don't think it's worth it in my eyes because, like, I don't want to rep that stuff, you know. And then also, there's also a trading calculator which I haven't used. Okay, so like we can say, let's say we want to give what's a trade we would want to do? What's a trade people like to do? People like to get Helos, so why don't we do Fritz? The frick? Fritz What the hell did I just do? There we go. We give them Fritz, and then we can try and get Helos, right? Look. See, as you can see, for us it would be amazing, but if the person who was trading, as you can see, it is not, it's like, it's not valuable. It'll show you, you know what I'm saying, over here. So like, think about this. If you're ever doing trades in a Discord server, and you say, yo, trading Fritz, and then you give them they give you an offer, right? You could just pop what they're giving you, see if it's worth it. If you like it, you can trade it. I did not originally know of this. I know somebody pointed that out to me. Fritz was worth like what? Forsaken was worth like half of Fritz, I'm pretty sure, or something. I don't know. I remember getting an offer in my Fritz trading video, and somebody told me in the comments, they were like saying Fritz is worth that thing that I was offered is worth half of Fritz. I didn't know though, so I was just thinking about how much people like just don't know about like this trading stuff. So like there's literally like a trading calculator right here for free that you can use. Now, unfortunately, if you are the one who is trying to get something good, you might have to overpay a little just because of how AOTR players are. People don't like to get, like, people like to get the overpay. They just like to get the overpay. They don't, like, in this economy, AOTR economy, it's not like, okay, we're trading for the exact amount of keys. No, they want overpay because I guess to them it's not overpay, you know, which makes it technically not overpay if they want that, you know what I'm saying? So it's kind of hard, but really, if you just if you just are smart with your trading and you're a good negotiator, you're like, all right, bet we can do. Let's say you're trying to get Helos and only have Fritz and some ads, and they're trying to get more. You could say, okay, what if I give you Fritz plus a couple of cosmetics, and then if they're still not with it, just find somebody else, because it's not worth it to overpay heavily for something that you don't have. It's not worth it. But yeah, that's really it. That's really all this video is. This video was just trying to teach you how to find out how to make the best possible trades. You know what I'm saying? You don't really want to ever overpay at all. Like, you can find out how much Fritz is worth, and then just pop it in a calculator, see if the trade is a W or not, Forsaken is also a good trade thing that people want to get. If you want to find out how much that's worth, just pop it in a calculator and then just see if what they're offering is a good trade, So don't ever feel like, if you feel like, okay, this might be an overpay, pop it in a calculator, you know what I'm saying? Pop it in the calculator, and still, even if you pop it in the calculator, some things might be worth to the person like more. Like, for instance, let's say like Tanjiro's attire, right? This is basically worth nothing, but my outfit is built on it. Like, this is my outfit, you know what I'm saying? So it's worth it to me. So somebody couldn't just offer me 50 keys for Tanjiro's outfit because I like to wear it, you know what I'm saying? So you also have to realize there is also sentimental value to what people use, you know what I'm saying? So if you try to take somebody's last Helos, obviously they're going to try and get something to not only cover the Helos, but make them get over the loss of their only Helos, It's just like, so you have to pay attention to that in trades, because it's not just the keys value, it's also the person themselves. If they don't feel like that trade is worth it, then they're not going to trade. And honestly, that's completely their choice. They don't have to follow this trade, all right? You do not have to follow these key trades or anything. You can completely do whatever you want. You can get whatever you want. But it's probably not going to be as easy because people are going to obviously think you're scamming. But if that's what you want to do, it's what you want to do. Because remember, at the end of the day, it's either that person's family or it's your family, So it's always like you have to decide. Like, you can use the keys and the calculator as a base, but like you also have to think, all right, am I willing to let this go for this amount of stuff? And if you think you're going to regret the trade, even if the trade is worth it in the calculator's eyes, I mean, the calculator's not a human. The calculator can't use Fritz. The calculator can't use Helos, So if it is not worth it to you in your heart, don't trade it. All right? If you think it's worth overpay it. It's your stuff. Remember that. It's not the bots. It's not the calculator. The calculator can tell you it's worth one key. but like because you use it so much, it's worth 10. You know? So just pay attention to that in trading. You might think people are trying to scam you, but sometimes people just don't want to let go of their stuff. You know? But yeah, so if you ever need something, like the calculator is used mainly as a base, okay? So if you need to find out the value, you need to find out if that's a W trade, do it. But if in your heart you don't want to trade it, you think you're underpaying or overpaying, don't do it. Okay? But yeah, that's gonna be the end of this video. I'm sorry, I just wanted to get a video out for you guys. Like I said, we will be doing the 3K Roblox tournament once we hit 3K. So if you are interested in that, subscribe, follow all the socials, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace.